Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of Money Heist, on to episode 3 of season 2. So, after everything that happened with the insurrection between our robbers, mainly against Berlin, perpetrated by Tokyo, who decided to play Russian roulette with him, his only punishment that he could think of, probably not the only one he could think of, but what he's decided to do was push her out the door, strapped down, and they now have her. However, I thought, right, well, that's it then. But it might not be. Because then we get this flashback of the professor saying, even if something like this happens, or one of you gets caught, don't give in. Don't tell him anything. Don't make any sort of deal. Even if you end up in prison, you'll get your money, we'll get you out somehow. All we need you to do is just keep buying more time and more time, more time. It's a long-term plan. And Raquel has asked her right at the end, who is the professor? Not a chance. Right, let's go. Episode 3.
Me alegro de volver a verla, señorita Tokio. Esta vez vamos a ser prácticas. Yo pregunto y usted responde.
Meanwhile, he's still in the PlayStation.
Pues te voy a leer el Código Penal. Artículo 550. Delito de atentado contra la autoridad.
Wasn't quite like
Con
that,
penas
though,
que
was
van de
it?
1 a 4 años de cárcel.
Vaya pisito de soltero, profesor? ¿Qué te traes, aquí a las pibitas o qué?
Him?
Vamos a trabajar, anda, que tenemos mucho que
I
hacer.
doubt it.
Bueno, ¿una empresa?
A mis cojones, una empresa. O sea, esto huele a cuñado haciéndose manitas.
Bueno, lo hice yo, con unos tutoriales que encontré en
Internet
internet.
tutorials.
Vaya mierda, tutoriales, ¿no? Pulso SMS. Para contactar con el museo, 0. Y ya está. La modificación de voz la hace directamente el programa en cuanto
Simple
contactes con
enough.
quien sea.
¿Puedo probarlo?
Sí.
Habla con el atracador Armando. Ahí fuera las balas son de verdad, no hay vidas extras, como en los videojuegos.
Ella sabe
Tokio.
perfectamente lo que
Escúchame,
hace.
es mi responsabilidad y no voy a meter a un niño en todo esto. Le pagaré una parte por los
I
trastornos.
understand his concern.
Dios el mejor en lo suyo y lo sabes.
That carried on then. Unfortunately, all the whizzes who need to be able to show you how to do all of this stuff that are tech wizards are not your age group or my age group. They're his age group. So no matter how immature he is or whether you think he's not up to the task, I'm not saying he's going to be experienced at more of the physical side or with guns and weapons and everything, but for what you need him for, you need him for this. I get what he's saying though. Once he's done all this and set all this up for me, maybe I should just pay him and let him go. But she's arguing the case for him.
¿Qué es esto?
Son
Sorry,
figuras
Gami.
técnicas, es una técnica milenaria. Te pido, por favor, que te...
¿Qué pasa?
Ah!
¿No? Que te rompan los muñequitos de papel. ¡Bienvenidos al Parque Jurásico! ¡Oh, socorro, que me come el dinosaurio!
I love her.
¿Qué diferencia hay entre esto y jugar a los
much.
videojuegos? Díselo a él, que está detrás de la puerta.
He was listening to all of that.
Hola, necesito hablar con la inspectora Raquel Murillo, por favor, es muy urgente.
¿Quién le llama?
Es un asunto reservado. Soy Salva, mira, es que te llamo desde comisaría, que estoy detenido. Me acusan de haber agredido a un agente de servicio, a tu exmarido, más concretamente.
Yeah.
¿Cómo?
no,
En la de Canillas.
she don't need this crap
Bueno,
right
tranquilo.
now.
En cuanto pueda voy para allá, ¿eh?
Gracias.
She's gonna go off on her ex-husband there, isn't she?
¿Quieres saber cómo empezó todo? Con
Stole
un Seat Ibiza rojo.
time.
Mientras la policía me estaba tendiendo una emboscada.
That is true.
Antes me he tenido que callar la puta boca por no joder más el grupo de lo que ya está.
Es un detalle. Que te preocupes por tus compañeros.
¿Tú sabes lo que a mí me preocupa de verdad? El profesor Berlín. No está. Solo estás tú.
Tokio tendrá su parte si se porta bien. Y no cuenta nada.
Y una
Which
puta
was also
mierda. Lo
part
de
of
tener
it.
su parte era si la apresaban, no si la sacabas tú de aquí y la echabas como una perra rodando escaleras abajo a los leones.
But I'm sorry, but unfortunately, even though I shouldn't, I'm siding with Berlin here because Nairobi is doing exactly what most of us would do in this situation. Lose control, panic, have a million different thoughts going through your head. This is what they're doing right now. She's talking. She's going to make a deal. She's going to tell him something she shouldn't. All the plan that we came up with didn't involve this, so it's all going to go to hell. It is a master plan made by the professor. And Berlin, as I said, is the only one who seems to know every single piece and detail of it. He's only passed to the rest of them what they need to know. And he's trying to... Berlin's trying to keep the ship from steering off course here. I do get that, even though the guy's a crazy ass freak of nature and a megalomaniac.
Ahora eres joven y guapa y tienes todo en su sitio. Dentro de 12 años seguirás estando bien. Quizá con alguna arruga interesante. Pero si sales de la cárcel dentro de 24 años, habrás entrado en el terreno de la menopausia. Y eso debe de ser bastante jodido, ¿verdad, Prieto?
¿De verdad me ve a mí en un jardín, creando una familia? ¿Cambiando pañales?
Si no hablas, adiós. Te vas a prisión preventiva ya. Y habrás perdido colaboración, arrepentimiento y atenuantes. Lo que vienen a ser entre 10 y 12 años de vida.
Yo iba a secuestrar a un niño que ni sabe quién soy.
Because the few years for you is nothing. For a little baby, he doesn't know who you are.
Ahora ni siquiera sé qué hacer con el dinero.
That's fucked up.
Le dices, coño, mira, yo soy tu madre. Vivo forrada en Jamaica. Y si quieres que te cuente el resto de la historia, te compro un avión y vienes a verme.
This should be interesting. Hey, whatever works, yeah, in the ribs. Oh, that's gonna hurt. He's willing to do whatever he fucking takes. Guess what? He's also been smart there about another thing too. A cop knows to not go for the face. The same way an abuser would, in particular a man when he's abused, women that have been abused, they know how to hide it well. They know how to keep you under control, So what I'm saying, basically, I don't need to go down that road. What I'm basically saying is, if her husband had something against him because he's now with her, he would make up this trumped-up charge. And from Raquel's point of view, the professor, not that she knows it is, Salva, isn't somebody who could probably whoop her ex-husband's ass. So it fixed the scenario that there was a bit of a fisticuffs and your ex beat the living crap out of Salva, and because he's a cop, he knew the best way to hide it would be to go for the ribs and show nothing on hands and face. So he's been smart there.
Si salgo de aquí,
What?
voy a necesitar una razón para vivir.
What are you doing?
Hombre, Nairobi, ¿qué quieres que te diga? Tener un hijo para tener una razón para vivir, no sé, no me parece muy buen plan.
No. Es un empujoncito si ya está preñada.
Two throws, Jesus.
Porque mira con lo guapo que eres, lo inteligente y esa sonrisita tan bonita que tienes y es así de fácil. Porque al final lo único importante es tener una razón para vivir, joder.
Me cago en la puta.
That's brilliant because all women around her age are a bit older now. You come on to a young lad like that with that amount of confidence, you will scare the absolute shit out of him.
Salva.
Lo siento mucho.
Here comes the play acting.
¿Qué te ha hecho ese animal?
No.
Straight away.
No es solo culpa suya. Es que me hervía la sangre. Te aseguro que yo no soy un hombre violento. Jamás he pegado a nadie.
¿Te has defendido?
Pero tengo mi orgullo y le he dado.
Ahora mismo llamo a un médico para que te vea eso. Tranquilo. Ya me encargo yo.
Oh my God.
Él me ha pegado a mí. Yo ni le he tocado.
Really? Why is he
Quiero que
bruised?
retires la denuncia ya. Me refiero al hecho de que también hayas pegado a mi pareja.
Que me ha dejado inconsciente. Es el puto Chuck
It's
Norris con
Chuck
gafas.
Norris.
Ya la alcaldesa se los dice todo. Esto no te va a ayudar con la custodia.
Raquel, no he hecho nada.
Quiero saber quién ha tomado el atestado de la
This
denuncia
guy's
contra
going to
este
know
hombre.
just how much of a
Y quiero saber por
manipulator
qué no
he
le ha
is.
visto un médico dado que ha sido golpeado por este agente.
Uh.
Salva,
just
Ábrete
ripped your
la
shirt.
camisa.
Yeah, he's like, what? I didn't do anything. What the?
Este hombre quiere poner una denuncia por abuso de autoridad. Hay que hacer un parte de lesiones. ¿Alguien está tomando el atestado, sí o no?
No.
Raquel. De acuerdo. Déjalo.
There
Yo
you
lo
go.
denuncio.
Muy bien. Entonces él retira la suya. Que le quiten las esposas.
Neutral.
¿Dónde está el atestado de su detención?
All records destroyed. Now. All documents returned. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
Solo tenía que decidir si delatar a mis compañeros y buscar una mínima clemencia del juez por colaboración.
¿Quieres decir algo?
I don't think she's gonna.
¿Alguien podría hacerme unos huevos fritos, por favor? Joder, llevo 4 días comiendo basura.
Lo he perdido todo. Y eso no lo compensa esto. Ni mucho menos.
It would for
¿Cuánto millón
most.
de euros? Me río. Cualquiera se fía de esta gente que nos tiene aquí encerrados como si fuéramos ganado.
¿Te quieres callar ya?
Alison, por favor.
I would have said the same thing if it
harta
was her.
de escuchar a este tío quejarse. Yo tragaba y tragaba.
Yeah, no, Obi's been
Se acabó.
coaching her, hasn't she?
Ahora es normal que lo veas todo muy negro.
Al contrario. A vosotros os habrán jodido la vida.
Not hers.
Pero a mí me han abierto los ojos.
She's had a bit of an
Me he dado
awakening.
cuenta de que somos lo que comemos. Vosotros estaréis a gusto con vuestro pellizquito y siendo cómplices de esta gentuza. Pero
She
yo
doesn't need it.
me llevarán a otro sitio y allí podré escaparme.
No, no y no. Ni se te ocurra hacer esa tontería.
Mercedes.
Oh, we'll let her.
Deja que se explique la chica.
Pulsan el botón y la puerta solo tarda 4 segundos en abrirse.
Oh,
4
she's been
segundos y salir
timing it.
corriendo. Es todo lo que hace falta.
Igual que nadie ha liberado a ninguno de vuestros compañeros, los que eligieron salir en vez del millón, no. Están encerrados 2 plantas por debajo de vosotros.
Oh, these fucking things up here.
Porque aquí hay que estar siempre sonriente. ¿Verdad que sí, don Andrés de Fonollosa? ¿Que no queremos malas caras? No vamos a salir por el agujero que estáis cavando, no. Vamos a salir por uno que emboca directamente
Oh,
en la
dude, shut
cámara
your mouth.
¡Ah!
Yeah.
El subinspector Rubio le mencionó algo acerca de una cucharilla.
She's not letting this go.
No, ¿por qué?
Ángel la llevó a analizar antes de tener el accidente. Las huellas coinciden con las del sujeto que forzó el Z para amenazar al ruso. Eso siempre y cuando la información que nos deis sirva para poner punto y final a esta pesadilla.
Estamos hablando de 1/3 de la condena.
In writing.
Eso es imposible.
Yeah.
Mira, no sé lo que te habrán contado, pero tú te arrepientes.
It won't be
Colaboras
enough.
Y ayudas a salvar la vida de
Won't be
50
enough.
víctimas.
Ya podéis sacarme como a Tokio, ¿eh?
That's what he's trying to do here.
Porque no pienso callarme.
De Tokio me fío. Pero
don't
tú
trust
eres
you.
un niñato. Y sin embargo tú vas a desaparecer sin que ella se entere.
¿Qué vas a hacer?
Lo que me has pedido a gritos. No puedo dejar que te marches y tampoco puedo dejar que te quedes. Lo que le has dicho a los rehenes ha acabado por condenarte y no me va a temblar el pulso.
That's not a very firm hand. Oh, bloody hell.
Eso es.
If you do
Es
this,
importante que afrontes la muerte con humor.
Nos importan tanto como las demás. Es solo que no podemos verlas hasta que es demasiado tarde.
and that's
Solo
fact.
vemos esas consecuencias cuando están delante de nuestras narices.
Qué lástima. El mundo va a tener que perdérselo.
¿Qué mierdas haces?
Baja el puto arma.
Se ha acabado el tiempo de las alegaciones.
We need the professor to call
Berlín,
right
no
now.
nos jodamos más.
Please tell me that's him. That's what I was hoping would stop it. I don't know what they're going to do with him now.
No podemos jodernos entre nosotros.
¿Y qué vas a hacer? ¿En Nairobi romperlas una a una como hizo Tokio?
Bueno, pues igual, como si fuera hacer.
Thought I didn't have the right sound to it. Got into the paper.
¡Hijo de puta!
Muy bien. Ya has elegido. Mal, pero has elegido. Lleváosla.
Y con esa claridad me vi yo. En el juicio.
That's
En
it.
la cárcel. Y supe que la inspectora tenía razón.
El profesor se llama Sergio Marquina. Y el golpe se le ocurrió a su padre.
¿Y la persona que está fuera quién es?
Inspectora. Llaman del interior de la fábrica.
A decir verdad, estaba un poco preocupada por usted.
You gonna brag about this or
Que
not?
ya no íbamos a volver a hablar. Que le había ocurrido algo terrible. Sergio.
Ah.
Soy un hombre con suerte, nunca olvidé eso.
Llámala solamente para saludar. Le dejo que interrogue tranquilamente a tu que tiene muchas cosas que contarle.
Y luego ya cuando termine, me llama.
Que me han echado patadas para darle un mensaje en persona. Ahí dentro tenemos una bomba de hidrógeno de 17 megatones. Vamos a hacerla reventar mañana a las 12 horas.
Vamos a solicitar prisión incondicional e incomunicada.
Unfortunately,
Gómez,
you can't
redacta el
just
informe y
ignore
haz hincapié en su falta de colaboración.
that she's just told you that out
Como
loud.
la seda es que hayas estado a punto de ejecutar a Río.
Well, that was kind of your fault. Oh, he's out. I'm in charge now.
Así que a partir de ahora estoy al mando yo.
Just because you was away.
Empieza el matriarcado.
Okay, episode 3 of season 2. That was, there were a lot of things that happened in that episode that were right on the edge of not being able to pull it back and to recover anything. The plan. One with Rio, with Berlin, with the gun to his head. I think he was seriously considering doing it because he was now at that point where time has virtually run out and we're still not hearing from him for the status update call. And because of the bloody amount of information he just blabbed out to the rest of them, because he's still not thinking clearly. Yes, he's young, he's immature, and he's thinking about Tokyo. Tokyo was at the same point. Has the professor deceived her? And had he not done what he did with her ex-husband, with the bruises and all that, I knew it was going to go to that place. I just didn't know how the details were going to be particularly resolved. The way he executed it worked perfectly. But what it has done is it's shown, I can't remember his name, her ex-husband, what sort of man you're dealing with here. And unfortunately, because that's already happened, he can't go, hey, I'm trying to warn you here that this guy's not the kind of person you think he is, and he's a deceitful, manipulative son of a bitch who's just more or less had me lose my job to get himself unarrested. What did he call him? Chuck Norris with glasses. That was brilliant. So that's left him at a stalemate. And then Tokyo giving her that information about hydrogen bomb, which you can't ignore, as I mentioned in commentary at the end there. And now it looks like Nairobi is taking over. Let the matriarchy begin. Berlin's now out cold. But at the same time, a lot of this could, or should, have been avoided by the status calls coming when they were supposed to. But it's the same on either side. They can't help what's happened inside because they didn't get them. The professor can't help the circumstances of what's happened as to why he wasn't around for those status calls. In the pursuit of ensuring his disarrest and anonymity to continue with the plan, because all it needs is one weak link either side and the whole damn thing comes falling down. That was really good. This series is so addictive. It's so good. Honestly, I love it. Right. We'll be back in episode 4 next week. If you want to watch it in full length, you can do over in Patreon. Just check the link down in the description as always. And of course, thank you to any of you who do go over there, who are my patrons. I am extremely grateful for all the support that you guys give. And if you are enjoying the series, by all means, I would also like, if you don't mind, by giving the video a quick thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button. We've got a long way to go in this yet. I'm presuming at some point the heist is going to come to a close, and it's going to be a long way before this series is over, so I have no clue what more stuff we're in for, what more installments there are going to be of this, but the particular nature as to how they've introduced the depth of the characters to us is what leads me to believe that's what it's going to be. Right, see you for episode 4 next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.